This because anyone who has gone through a big transformation as far as weight loss, you can understand the difference in how people treat you from when you were heavier to when you're smaller. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know, my name is Stephanie. If you know me from my personal IG, you know me as I Love Junkie, and if you know me from my blog IG, you know me as the Black Elephant. Welcome back, guys. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. When the video is over, I'm gonna give you all another reminder before the video is done so that you know to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate your support. So like I mentioned in my intro video, I wanted to kind of do videos for my blog posts where I kind of do the post and then I follow up with a video. And so if you're seeing this video by now, I had two blog posts that I put up already. And I kind of just wanted to touch base about them a little bit in this video rather than doing it in two separate videos. Since they're already out there, I'm just going to do it in this one. And moving forward, for each blog post that I post, I'm going to follow it up with a video as well. So I'm really excited to be doing this. I feel like it kind of adds more to the blog post because not only are you reading it, but you're also hearing it from me more in depth. You know, like you could read it on, you know, not really paper, but you could read it online, but hearing it coming from me kind of gives a different vibe to it. I want to say, I hope I'm saying that right, but like a different vibe or whatever. So basically the two blog posts that we're going to go over is, so the first one is called The Beginning. And pretty much in this post, I basically talk about where everything started. Not where everything started as far as like stemming from childhood or different things like that, but everyone knows high school is either really good or really bad for you. Same thing with middle school, but high school is probably the worst. It's either really good or really bad. Maybe it's a little bit in the middle, but it totally depends on where you are in that social status within the school. And so basically within this blog post, I basically talk about how I felt really low about myself. I was very heavy at the time. I had a wonderful group of friends, like a group of friends that I had since middle school, but you know, my self-esteem, of course, was very low because, of course, I was bullied because of my weight, the clothes that I wore, and, you know, just my overall appearance. And it really took a toll on me as a person. Like, you know, you start thinking that you're not good enough or you don't look good enough. And the people who everyone praises was always the girls that were very pretty and they had like a nice body, and you know, they could have been complete jerks. They could have been bullies, they could have been anything, but because they were so beautiful, everyone kind of looked past that. They were the popular girls. They were the girls that everyone wanted to be and everybody wanted to be around, including me. No matter whether they bullied me, they called me names, if they were the cool kids, those are the kids that you kind of wanted to be around, even if it was just for a little bit. And that's kind of what I talk about in this post. I also basically just talk about how, you know, I really struggled with being confident, with finding beauty within myself, and just overall just looking for where I belong. It was always a thing with belonging. When you're at your heaviest, you kind of feel awkward. You don't really feel like you belong anywhere. Everything is just weird for you. Like you can literally be standing there and you feel like 1,000 people are staring at you when really no one's probably staring at you. People probably could be, but when you're used to being bullied or people saying certain things to you, it's easy for you to always be thinking in your head, someone's looking at me, someone's like talking about me, oh my god, somebody's probably taking a picture of me, I'm gonna be a meme, or you know, things like that. Though when I was in high school, I don't think, maybe we did have memes, I don't know, I don't remember. But Yeah. And so that's basically what I cover within this. I talk about how I wanted so badly to lose weight, but at the same time, it was a lack of motivation there in a sense, because when you eat, you feel good. And so you kind of don't want to lose that in a sense. And so you're not really motivated to watch what you're eating. You're not really motivated to exercise. Like, you feel so low and you feel so down. You're not really motivated to do anything, honestly. And I feel like that's kind of where it was. There was a quote. Where is it? So I'm just gonna read this little excerpt from this, and I'll start right here. I envied the girls with nice hair, a slim body, and an awful attitude, because that's what was considered cool back then. Those were the girls who were popular. Their lives may have sucked outside of school, but within these school walls, they were girls everyone wanted to be, including me. Though they may have bullied me, destroyed my self-confidence, and treated me like I didn't exist, those were the girls I envied. They were beautiful and everything I thought I wasn't. That in itself is just a really powerful excerpt, only because like you kind of get an idea of just how insecure you were. Like, you know that these are the people who are not harming you mentally, and these are the people who kind of made your life a living hell, but at the same time you envied them. Like, you still wanted to be like them. And that's how I was. Like, they may have been these awful girls who bully people and were just terrible to people, but those were the girls that everyone looked up to. That's what you wanted to be. And it's really scary just how your mind can work like that. And doing this blog was very difficult. Writing that first post was hard, but I felt like kind of laying everything out there and being honest about how I felt, and honest about how not only I viewed myself, but I viewed other people, was really, really, really important. So if you haven't already, please, 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 I will leave the link below. Go check out my blog. Please leave lots of feedback. Let me know what you think. I did it on WordPress, and I like designed it and everything. I'm no like super savvy tech person, so let me know if you think I should change something, if you see an error, just anything. Like, just read it, follow my blog posts, give me some critique, comment below. If you did go and view my blog and you have some like critiques or whatever, you can comment it down below, or you can literally, there's like on the get in contact with me page, there's like an option to like send me something. You could put in a little message, you put your name, your email address. You can send it like that, honestly, because that'll probably be a lot better. It'll go to the email address that I have for that. So yes, please do that. So that was the first blog post. Now we are going to get into the second one. All right, now I gotta pull up the second. Okay, so the second blog post that I have is the title is called Power and Hunger. And so in this, it's kind of like a little bit of a fast forward when I was in college, pretty much. And this was when I lost over 100 pounds. And so I lost all of this weight, and I was fine. I'm still very insecure because I'm not really used to people like giving me attention or different things like that. And so I'm kind of going through this phase in a sense. And so basically when I was at my smallest, or, when I was going through that period where I was losing that weight, it became a little toxic in a sense. And I say this because anyone who has gone through a big transformation as far as weight loss, you can understand the difference in how people treat you from when you were heavier to when you're smaller. Your family compliments you more. The people around you compliment you more. Your friends, they're calling you beautiful. They're saying you look great. And when you were heavier, you know, the compliments weren't really flowing like that. Like, it'll be like, oh yeah, like that looks nice on you for like a big girl, or oh yeah, like you really wear that well. Like different things like that. Like no one's really dishing out like super great compliments to you. It's always not really like shade, but there's always like this weird undertone, you know, when you're heavier and someone is giving you a compliment. So for me, it was great because I was in a space where, like, you know, my mom was complimenting me all the time. I was getting attention, and it was great. And I was loving the fact that I was able to move so freely because I didn't have all that excess weight on me. And I was just kind of learning my new body in a sense. And it became toxic only because it became a point where I was so afraid to eat. I was so afraid to gain the littlest bit of weight because I knew what it felt like to be really heavy, and I didn't want to go back to that. And so for me, I would limit the amount of food that I would eat. Sometimes I wouldn't eat at all. Like the title of the blog post states, I found power in hunger. If my stomach was growling, like it felt great to me because I'm like, okay, this is good. Like my stomach is empty. This is great. I'm just going to drink some water and then I'm going to go to sleep. And then the next day I'll probably have like a salad and some water with lemon and maybe some oatmeal or something. And when I felt like I ate too much in one day, the next day I would limit how much I would eat, and I would over exercise as well. So I got into this space where I was really struggling with my eating, and it was hard for me because I was going through this struggle and no one noticed. Like no one really saw anything wrong with it. All everyone was seeing is, oh my God, you look so good, you lost so much weight, oh my goodness. Like they were seeing the surface of it, but no one was really seeing just how much I was struggling mentally and just how much of a toll everything was taking on me. And it was really hard, and it really showed me that I was very good at, you know, masking my feelings or the things that I was going through, but it also kind of gave me that push to keep going. It's like, all right, well, nobody notices anyway, so, you know, why not skip this meal? Why not skip that meal? If someone asks you why you're not eating, you know, just let them know that you already ate. You know, like it was little things like that. It was not only being in the gym for like 2-3 hours, but also not really eating or replacing a meal with water and lemon or like a protein shake or something like that. So basically that's what I talk about in this blog. And if I can, let me actually pull a quote from this as well. Let's get into this. It says, I found power in hunger growls. I felt like I was accomplishing something each time I successfully went yet another night fighting through hunger pains. Food was the enemy, and I was a black op prepared to take on this mission, ready to do anything to take out this enemy. Food scared me. It scared me because I knew what I could go back to if I allowed my addiction to take over again. I refused to gain weight. That scared me the most. So the gym was my best friend, and lemon water was my favorite meal replacement. I knew it was unhealthy, I knew it was unhealthy. I knew I was damn near starving myself, but in my mind, I needed to lose more weight. My arms are still too flabby. My thighs were just too big. My stomach could use some toning, and overall, maybe if I lose 5 more pounds, wait, no, 10 more pounds, I'll feel better about myself. This was the cycle I was stuck in, and seeking help was not an option because seriously, who wants someone telling you to eat? So that's the end of that. Please go and like read the rest of it. I promise you it's really good. But that kind of sets the tone. That gives you an idea of where my mind was. Lemon water was literally my favorite thing to replace meals with. If I was feeling really hungry and I didn't want to
I tried, bro. That shit loud as hell, bro.
Okay. That's it. So this kind of gives you a sense of where my mindset was and just how toxic I was thinking at the time. It really sets the tone for everything else in the blog post as you continue to read on. It lets you know just how deep in this I was. Like literally, if I was hungry, I would literally get lemon water and I will drink that. Every time my stomach starts to hurt a little bit, drink some lemon water, drink some lemon water, drink some lemon water. And it became this vicious cycle of me constantly punishing myself. And it was like nothing was ever good enough. No matter how small I got, I always saw imperfections. My thighs were too big, my arms were too flabby. Oh, I have a double chin. Oh my goodness. Like, and mind you, like I could have been skin and bones and I still would think that I was fat. Like now when I look back on some of my pictures and I look, I'm like, oh my goodness, I was so small. Why did I ever think that I looked fat? But that was just how I was thinking at the time. Like what other people saw was not what I saw. And because of that, I restricted my eating so much. And it was super, super unhealthy. And I realized that now, but even now, I'm still trying to do better. My eating now is still really bad. Like right now, I'm in a space where I'm trying to lose weight again after I gained back so much weight once I got into a relationship with my boyfriend. I'm trying to lose that weight again, and I find myself still, you know, kind of slipping back into old habits where I restrict my eating a lot, or I don't want to hit a certain amount of calories because I'm like, you know, that's way too much. But in reality, consuming, you know, 500-600 calories a day is really not a lot. But for me, I felt like it was a lot. I felt like it's too much. Like, I'm still working through it. And this is the thing that I want everyone to understand is I'm still a work in progress, but at the same time, I still want my journey to impact other people. And that's what you'll get from my blog. When we talk about things like this is what you'll get from my YouTube channel. It's really just me being 105% transparent and me kind of just letting you know, like, I'm still going through this. You know, like, I'm not saying like I came out on the other side and I like, you know, don't deal with these issues anymore, because I do. Insecurities, eating issues are all things that I still continue to deal with. And I feel like being open about it will help other people realize like, okay, like I don't need to have everything figured out. I don't need to, you know, go through this by myself or feel like you need to get better right away, because no one is expecting you to do that. And it's really hard once you're stuck in a mindset to kind of claw your way out of it. So yes, Power and Hunger honestly was really hard for me to write. It was really hard for me to be as honest as I was in it, and it felt really good. And I really hope that you guys get something from it. As I mentioned before, if you look down below in the description box, you will see the link to not only my first blog post, but my second as well. So please check it out. I am begging you. And I will continue to make videos like this where I kind of like follow up with I follow up my blog post with a video, so you guys kind of get a better idea of you know, what I'm saying in it, and you know, like just a little background on some of the things that I mentioned in my blog, and you know, different things like that. So I really hope you guys enjoy it pretty much. So I think that is all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sticking with me. If you're still watching till now, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share my page with your friends. You know, let people know, you know, come over, just come on over and be a part of the BE family, which stands for Black Elephant Family, which stands for we're super lit. We're super positive. Like, come on. It doesn't hurt to subscribe. If you don't like my stuff, unsubscribe. You probably won't unsubscribe because you'll fall in love with my channel, but please subscribe, share this with your friends, comment below and let me know if you're going through something similar, if you learned something from this video, just anything at all. You know, yeah. So it is wonderful recording this video for you guys. I'm sorry, I had like a brain fart just now. It happens to me all the time. Don't worry, I'm okay. But yes, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I am actually getting used to recording a little bit more now, so this is great. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.